led by their coach, Johnny Goldberg, followed by Dominika Turkovic, Lee Huang Nam, Carlota Trevino, Sonu Vishwakarma, Tanner Tomasi, Rika Fujiwara, Do Min Kwon, and Eva Kevatayo.
Yeah, this is a quality team, the Chennai Super Champs. 4 matches played, 4 ties played rather, 4 ties won. There's great depth in both their men's as well as women's players. And it's a team which looks quite together at the moment, quite happy with the way that things have progressed. The Band of Honor, a new initiative this season. Katerina Stewart right atop that. Shion Mendes right behind her. 44 points adrift though. And Dominika Turkovic from Chennai Super Champs also in with a chance of building up some lost ground in this particular match. While over in the men's side, it's been a while since we have had any competition for Lee Huang Nam, and from Chennai Super Champs, he'll have a chance to open up a further gap. Currently 7 points adrift of Bengaluru Javans' Dusty Boyer. Let's head down to our pit to get introduced to the superstars from Hyderabad.
Please welcome their opponents for this tie, the Hyderabad Superstars. Led out by their coach, Chad Edwards, followed by Marcelo Jardim, Shion Mendes, Mayur Patil, Caitlin Hart, Louis Laville, Lauren Mercado, Joseph Canyadel, and Thalia Saunders.
Got to love those entrances. There's a lot more character now being shown by each player as they walk in, getting friendlier with the camera with each passing day. But of course, they have to get friendly with some points in today's match. And let's see which lineups both coaches have gone for. Chennai in women's singles with Rika Fujiwara. They've got Huang Nam and Trevino in the mixed doubles. Lee Huang Nam once again returning for the men's singles. Turkovic and Trevino in women's doubles. And then Kwando and Tanner Tomasi in the men's doubles. On the other side, we have Shion Mendes. We've got Louis Laville and Hart, which is a new combination in mixed doubles. And Pep Canyadel is playing men's singles for a change. So a night off in that sense for Marcelo Jardim. But the first match, as always, will be the women's singles. And Shion Mendes, who's currently unbeaten, will be facing Chennai. And Rika Fujiwara, who along with Dominika Turkovic is also unbeaten thus far in that particular section, although they did lose one particular match against Bengaluru. Let's head down for the toss.
Thanks, Devayan. Rika on my left and Shion C1 on my right. Just a slight distraction. We'll get that out of the way and mark with the toss.
All right, Rika, that is a head, that is a tail, that is a head, that is a tail. You've got the call, Shion. It is a tail. You can serve. Start that end. All right, 2 minutes, ladies. Best of luck.
Chennai have won the toss and Rika has elected to serve in this one.
Yeah, thank you so much, Arpit. This is Devayan Sen in the commentary box, and we have a very special guest, Chief Operating Officer of the World Pickleball League, Charlotte Whitby-Coles. Welcome, Charlotte.
Thank you, Devayan. Good to be here.
Absolutely, taking a break because you've been pretty much involved every moment, every waking hour pretty much.
Yeah. Sometimes it's tough to get those few seconds to take a breather. So, yeah, this is giving me a good excuse.
Rika Fujiwara, herself a Grand Slam doubles semi-finalist at the French Open in 2002, brings that pedigree into this game as well. Pickleball, where she's been outstanding. In fact, they've got 2 great singles players in Fujiwara as well as Dominika Turkovic. But we have noticed in the last few matches that they've principally gone with Rika Fujiwara. And Shion Mendes, of course. He was in the commentary box last evening, Charlotte, and such a sweet person off it, but fierce competitor on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be a great match. And I love the energy that Rika brings with her on the court. And obviously, Sione also brings a certain amount of grace. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this tussle. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Charlotte has been around in India for a fair few years and knows a fair bit of Indian languages. But I was just joking, perhaps earlier yesterday, that the one word I've heard you say a lot has been chalo chalo. That means, of course, let's go, because you've been in a bit of a hurry all these days, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think that's my motivating one-liner for the team, to make sure that we're not wasting any time anywhere, or everyone's kind of focused.
There's another man who's been right involved in the action all the way through, Mark Taylor. And this is a lip-smacking prospect, isn't it, Charlotte? Because two fine singles player. And you would imagine that Hyderabad, because they've been in such a bit of a dip, this match probably matters a lot more for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a make or break time for Hyderabad in that sense. So I'm sure they'll be coming out all guns blazing. And Sione definitely, I'm sure, won't be letting up on any point. So it'll be interesting to see how the game begins. But Rika, again, you know, she brings a different energy also. So tough fight for Hyderabad in this match, I think. But I think it's going to be great to see how it pans out.
Yeah, not long from now, once this match is done, you will see Rika take over her cheerleading responsibilities. Pretty much devotes the rest of the tie to that for her Chennai Super Champs. Rika Fujiwara at the far court in orange, ready to get us going. And we've got Sion Mendes in blue at the near court for the Hyderabad Superstars. Big match, big tie, especially for the Hyderabad Superstars, and that's a great start.
Yeah, starting how she means to go on, I think.
0-0.
Yeah, we had a funny moment last evening on commentary because I introduced Sion as the powerhouse of the baseline. And as soon as she picked up the mic, the first thing she said was, "I love rushing to the kitchen." Thus far, that nickname is holding true.
I think your description of her is quite right if we could go by that last point.
Occupational hazard, you say one thing and immediately the opposite of it happens. That's what has happened here. She's come right through to the kitchen, but what a delightful drop shot. But what a fetch from Rika as well.
Point, Chennai.
Wonderful point.
1-1.
Just the stretch on that. Unbelievable athleticism from Rika Fujiwara.
Yeah, too good there. I think Rika's come out, she definitely means business.
2-1. Side out.
This is like watching two heavyweight boxers go at each other, isn't it?
1-2. Point, Hyderabad.
All equal, just about a couple of minutes in, a little more than that.
2-2.
Also enjoyed that little celebration from Rika Fujiwara. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. The next time she wins a point, which is not yet, she has that little finger-wagging celebration aimed at her bench, it seems.
3-2. Out.
Yep, nope, just pulled that wide.
Point, Hyderabad. 4-2. Side out.
Nice. I think the if we look at the dugouts, we've got a
2-4.
pretty relaxed Chennai team in that sense. Maybe a slightly more tense Hyderabad team.
Point, Chennai.
But Sione doing well here.
3-4.
Yeah, of course, Chennai, the form team. Chad Edwards with a chuckle.
Point, Chennai.
That's a bad miss there by Sione, I think.
4-4. Point, Chennai.
Excellent.
So good there from Rika.
I think finding those spaces is what
5-4.
Rika is especially good at.
Point, Chennai.
Excellent. Difficult to give her an answer here. Sione needs to dig deep.
6-4.
Yeah, Rika Fujiwara now with a 2-point advantage. Those looping serves also. That was too much of an invitation. You don't do that with Sion.
4-6. Point, Hyderabad.
You can see how tough it is to play these time matches for the singles. I'm sure that you've both all been discussing that over the last few days. But the 15 minutes for the singles matches is
Point, Hyderabad.
quite tough physically for the players. Now you can see also with the tension of point to point.
6-6.
Yeah, we have asked this to both sets of coaches as well as players. One common consensus, especially from the women's singles players. They'd much rather play the doubles because there's a little less running around, because this women's singles involves a lot of running for 15 minutes. And one thing which Dusty Boyer mentioned yesterday on commentary was that for the first couple of days, he was a little dazed in terms of just timing himself, just pacing himself for those 15 minutes. But now he's getting more used to it. And we are seeing that last couple of matches he's played have been epics.
7-6.
Both ties.
Yeah, he's been outperforming himself that sense. I think for these new players who have not been involved in season one, the 15-minute singles matches especially have been quite a surprise. And even last season, we saw that with the players. And I think for somebody like Kat Stewart, we've noticed over the last year that she's been training for this season. Her fitness levels have supremely increased in that sense. And I think a lot of the players realize that when they have this kind of a tussle for 15 minutes, they really need to be on top of their fitness levels. So that's something new for the pickleball players in that sense.
Yeah, we don't know how long her tie-break lasted, but it was quite an epic match itself. So she had to be on court for at least, I would reckon, about 40 to 45 minutes in the last match. And she made quite a great fist of it. She was fresh as a daisy right till the end.
Yeah.
Point, Hyderabad.
Now the fight back coming from Mendes. Just a little over a minute left for that half-time break. He's opening up a little bit of a gap against Rika. Oh, as I say that, what a winner.
Too good, too good. Excellent passing shot here from Rika. Look at that, just finding those lines.
Point, Chennai.
Charlotte, I understand you've played a fair amount of tennis and now pickleball as well. And we are seeing two athletes out there who've also played at a very high level in tennis and now transitioned to pickleball. What is the one biggest challenge which comes your way when you switch sports?
I think with pickleball, when you come from a tennis background, mostly I think it's with regard to the bounce. The ball does not come off the bounce as a tennis ball does. So it takes some time to make that adjustment. And the pickleball being, it's a plastic perforated ball. So as far as the bounce is concerned, quite often you see that the players sometimes get a little dumbstruck with how the ball comes onto them. So sometimes that timing is missed. Of course, now these ladies have been playing pickleball for a long enough time now. So I think they've learned how to manipulate the ball in that sense. But for the newcomers to pickleball, that's, I think, the main adjustment. Yeah.
So with the paddle, you would have to just give a little more than you would with a tennis racket because it would normally ping off the strings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, correct. You don't quite get the same momentum that you do with a tennis ball and a tennis racket. So you do need to kind of push through that ball more to get the power. And sometimes also it can surprise you with the way it bounces off of the paddle. So
Well, this just kept a little low, but that's also half-time in this match. Thus far, as we expected, Shion Mendes slightly dominant, but only 4 points in it. Will Rika Fujiwara come back in the second half? At the moment, it's 12-8 for Hyderabad Superstars. Well, Rika Fujiwara currently trails by 4 points, but she's pulled off a few good winners. And excluding the volleys, this is her map in terms of where she's pulled those winners off. Lots of deep ground strokes which have led to winners. Rika now at the near court in orange, and up against them in blue are the Hyderabad superstars. Sion Mendes at the far court and starts with returning the serve, or rather regaining the serve.
12-8.
Lovely. I was going to say that Sione will be looking to build on her lead here, but immediately Rika comes back with another great shot.
And very good patience, just holding off till the last second. This time she doesn't do that. Just blasts it a little wide. Not happy with herself, no doubt.
12-8.
Charlotte, you mentioned about how Kat has been working on her fitness because she realized the value of it from season 1. We'll talk about that soon because a pickle play coming in, and look at that. Big, dominant dummy comes in. She's been absolutely on fire. In the last couple of matches, she's not participated in the women's singles, but she's a damn good player herself.
Yeah, excellent. I think everyone's been not surprised, but impressed by her performance. Whenever she's come in, especially with the doubles and even the 2 singles that she's played, she's won comfortably. So interesting to see if she can turn this match around a little bit for Rika.
Complete game face on at the moment, both from Domenica as well as from Rika. You wouldn't believe that Chennai already have qualified with 4 wins out of 4. They want to keep competing. They want to keep cracking at it in terms of registering match points, tie points.
15-8.
As Jeanette Ward now joins us in the commentary box.
Apologies for that. I had a little bit of a break and had some coconut water, and now back to it here. Sione Mendes, what an absolute legend she's proving to be in the singles, particularly in the singles here, Season 2 World Pickleball League. And that is a
point here.
That is a foot fault called on Domi from Chennai.
Foot fault. Point.
Up.
Some confusion.
Sorry.
Domi, just like every other player that plays pickleball, questions if there is a foot fault. Nope. Not sure what happened there. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
All right, time back in. 8-16.
All right, what can Domi do in this pickle play?
Side out. 16-8.
Yeah, the question I was coming to then, Charlotte, was that apart from the emphasis on fitness, what's some of the other feedback which some of the returning players or maybe some of the returning commentators have given you about how Season 2 has been different or better from Season 1?
I think the main feedback has been the competitiveness of play, possibly. Season 1 was very competitive, but I think Season 2 has just pushed that bar a little bit higher. I think Jeanette may chime in here. But yeah, I think that's been, the main feedback, and that's created also an interesting, different kind of competition between the teams, and it's created a certain amount of tension also, which is playing out interestingly, both on and off court. And I think that's been, Season 2, we intended that. We were hopeful that after Season 1, and the word spread about the league and the players who came back or were a part of Season 1, they talked a lot about the league, and we also, again, with our scouting program, went around the world to make sure that we could, get as many players into the draft who would just push that level up a little bit higher.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Charlotte, I totally agree with you there. The word got out on the street around the globe that this was the place to be in February 2026. and the quality of players, as you can see in the draft, was absolutely amazing.
13-16.
Yeah, this match itself, what a fight back from Rika Fujiwara. Now just 3 points away. Close to 4 minutes yet to be played, so it's still anybody's game. Critical few points coming up. Oh, what a time to get that point.
Yeah, you can see Johnny Goldberg there really charging up Rika to pull back those few points.
14-16.
I think initially, Charlotte, with the change in pickle play going from 5 serves to 8 serves from season 1 to season 2, there was a bit of a question mark whether or not it was a good idea or not. But seemingly, as we're going through the days, day 9 here in season 2, everyone is loving the 8 points now. It makes it truly interesting, and that the pickle player can actually make a huge mark.
Yeah, I think that was one of the main things that we observed in season 1, and some of the feedback was the pickle play is a great idea, but for it to be really used well by the teams, they just needed those few extra points to be able to make a difference, like you said. So I think that's been one good change in the format that we've introduced for this season.
Right, so this year we've already seen 4 tiebreakers. We've seen 4 matches finish in a tie from memory. 2 of them have been in men's singles, 1 has been in mixed doubles, 1 has been in women's doubles. We haven't seen a women's singles finish in a tie yet. What are the odds? 4 points.
But interesting enough, Dubai, for me, as observing here, commentating season 2, I think the most evenly draft in this whole league is the women, but yet you haven't seen a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's true, actually, apart from those matches with Kat Stewart, which seem to be slightly one-sided when she comes into the singles. Nice, here we go, 18-15.
Yeah, 16 now, so just 2 points in it.
Yeah.
Little less than 2 minutes left.
15-18. Point, Chennai.
Was that an ace?
That is very rare you see an ace. I would love to see that again, actually.
Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, it's not like tennis where you can serve an ace in pickleball. Well, there you go. We just saw one clear winner on the serve.
18-17.
Yeah, she tried to repeat it with a slice serve, but that went wide. And this has gone wide too. That's a great point for Sion Mendes to come back into it. But take a look at this.
19-17.
Oh, yeah, that was phenomenal serve. Yeah, Sione Mendes not mucking around there. Smooth, calm, 20-17 with 1 minute left on the clock.
Yeah, she's a smooth operator.
20-17. Side out.
Yeah, just overhitting that slightly. Probably a little bit of anxiety creeping in.
Oh, she rolled the dice, didn't she? Rika Fujiwara came all the way to the kitchen, but Sion was wise to it. You get the impression now this match could well be done and dusted, especially with this point.
Yeah, I think she's just been just that slightly too good.
21-17.
Sets the tone, though, for what should be an excellent tie in terms of what is yet to come. Up next, of course, the mixed doubles, Katie Hart and Louis Laville for Hyderabad. Wang Nam and Charlie Trevino for the Chennai Super Champs, the only unbeaten team thus far in the competition. But Sion Mendes has given them the perfect start, 23-17. It was a contest, that's for sure. It looked at one stage it could be headed towards a tie. And a great sporting spirit as well among the two competitors. Champions on and off the court. But it's finished with a victory for the Hyderabad Superstars in the first match of this tie.
All right, players, that is a head, that is a tail. Hammer logo is a head, that is a tail. Hammer. It is a tail. What would you like? Receive, which end? That end? 2 minutes, players. Let's go.
Welcome back. That's the summary of the first match that we witnessed between Rika Fujiwara and Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes overcoming a fighting Rika Fujiwara, much closer than the scoreline shows. A few points scored right at the end by Shawn to ensure it was comfortable in the end score-wise, but it wasn't a comfortable ride throughout that match. Now we are ready for our second match, which is the mixed doubles. Lee Huang Nam and Carlota Trevino, Vietnam and Mexico, against Caitlin Hart and Louis Laville, the Australian and the Englishman, ready to battle it out on court. Jeanette is here with me, and production budgets are through the roof because we have Charlotte as well now. Jeanette, so wow, star-studded commentary today.
Absolutely. Katie Hart resides in Australia, but originally a Kiwi native. Kiwi Katie, we like to call her. So good. I have been so impressed by Charlie over the past 9 days. She is a phenomenal mixed doubles female right side player. Great spot by Katie Hart, noticing that Nam was not steady and approaching the non-volley zone.
0-2.
Ooh. That was a good attempt, but unsuccessful from Charlie Trevino.
Yeah, an excellent partner communication between Louis Laville and Katie Hart. Now, those two have played a fair bit together over the past year and a half, with Louis Laville spending a fair amount of time in Australia.
Second server. Zero, 2.
Great defense from Katie, but it wasn't enough, as another point goes the way.
0-1. Second server.
Sorry, we are scoreless right now. The rally went in
0-2.
favor of Chennai.
Point, Chennai. One, 0-2.
I'm just teaching Charlotte about hot miking in the comms box. Welcome to Commentator 101, Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what you get when you call amateur commentators into the box. I was just noticing that I think Louis also lives in Australia now, if I'm not mistaken. So Katie and Louis possibly play, Jeanette, you would know better, some doubles together in Australia also. But I think what I was noticing was that Pep and Katie have been playing quite a lot of the mixed doubles matches in the prior ties.
So with Pep sliding into singles and men's singles happening straight after the mixed, it's okay for the Nam Lee machine that he is to do both, but I think it might be just a little bit challenging for Pep to do both back to back. But that's an important part of your draft pool. Remembering that the Hyderabad Superstars, Charlotte, their #1 draft pick was a singles player in Jack Wong, but unfortunately Jack couldn't make it to India this season.
Side out.
I think a little thought also to the fact that
0-4-1.
Katie and Pep actually lost the last 2 matches, tied the one before that. So maybe looking to change that outcome with Louis pairing up. Oh, that's a great lob.
Oh, some sensational drop by Charlie, and that
Second
set that
server.
winning point up for the Chennai team.
0-4-2.
Oh,
Side out.
I feel like Caitlin Hart has a couple of gears to go through, push in a little more
4-0-1.
aggression. We've seen her do that before, and it's a delight when she gets into that mode.
A couple of momentum
Second serve.
points is what Louis Laville and Katie Hart need right now. Both of those players
4-0-2.
feed off energy, positive energy. When we start to hear Kiwi Katie Hart getting loud, we know that the opposing team are in trouble.
Yeah, I think she's a great competitor, and it's been a real joy to be some of her matches have been really quite amazing, and I've been really impressed with her standard of play
0-4-1.
in all of them, actually.
We got players watching this. One playing today. Saw a glimpse of Jada Bui and Helen Todd. Keeping an eye.
Sensational lob, Katie Hart. Oh, too good by the Hyderabad superstars. Charlotte, all that was totally set up by Katie Hart's lob. Look at this on the replay there.
1-4-1.
A fantastic point.
That's what we're talking about from Katie.
Second server.
Holds up a hand, but Charlie must have enjoyed that herself.
1-4-2.
Coming back to your point, Arpit, I think there are a couple of teams who are
Yeah.
watching tonight who are sort of eager to see how this tie plays out, to know where they stand with qualification on the on the table this evening.
I can tell you most of them
4-1-1.
are not supporting Hyderabad right now for very personal reasons. Hyderabad hold the advantage over Pune and Mumbai. Oh, did he? I think they're going for a
Ball's
challenge.
been called in, and challenge for coming from Chennai.
Yeah,
Ball
I
on
think
the
that's a
far
safe
baseline,
challenge
being
that
called
they can
in.
make right now.
Chennai challenging
Yeah,
the
so
call.
Charlotte, it's interesting. I think if Hyderabad can get at least 2 matches in tonight in this tie, it may leave them in good standing for the rest of the week leading up to the semi-finals. Time will only tell. A minimum of 2 matches they need in this tie.
Pressure's on then. So they've got one in the bag already with the singles win. Now it'll be interesting to see how this doubles plays out.
Good shot, actually, because the matches won, not just the ties, could play a very significant role as we just take a look at what DRS tells us right now. And that, ooh, whoa,
Ball is out.
thank God for zooming.
Point Chennai.
Close, but as you said, Janet, a safe challenge there
Yeah.
for Chennai.
Players ready. Time back in. 5-1-1.
Oh,
Point Chennai.
tried to force the pace on that one, Louis. Just didn't come up for him.
6-1-1.
Yeah.
Second server.
Louis Laville is known for his backhand flick. He is usually a right side
6-1-2.
player. He sits very heavy on the backhand. So it's interesting that Coach Chad, well, that goes
Point,
long. Interesting that
Chennai.
Coach Chad has thrown him out in tonight's mixed doubles,
And half-time.
perhaps to give them the team another
7-1-2
look
is the
here
score.
instead of Pep.
None to serve.
It's halftime as things stand. The Chennai Super Champs with a sizable lead in this one, 7-1. Can Hyderabad make a comeback? Welcome back. We are looking at stats for Louis Laville and Caitlin Hart. And you can see the errors in this match for them. We saw a little of power used by Louis Laville. He missed it, and then a couple of shots going into the net as well. They'll have to rectify that, Jeanette, if they have any chance of making a comeback in this.
Yeah, pretty much now or never for the mixed pairing for the Hyderabad Superstars. If Namli has anything to do with it, that power just asserted some presence. He means business in this second half.
Yeah. That is the Katie Hart. You heard the little scream after it.
Yeah, you got the stride also.
Yeah.
When she starts striding out, you know that she's finding some rhythm maybe.
Point, Hyderabad.
Incidentally, we're watching Louis Laville play, and he's serving now to Lee Huang Nam. Lee Huang Nam with the Band of Honor on his arm. Louis Laville played with Pune United last season, and as that goes out from Caitlin Hart, he scored the most points that a male. He topped the list of the male points scored by a male, and he's watching Huang Nam hold this new honor. Won't be the most fun.
I think Katie and Louis right now, they need to take the pace away from Charlie and Nam. Charlie just loves power. She eats that up for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I think we need to see a little bit more dropping and initiating some dinking rallies between the two ladies, perhaps.
Point, Chennai.
Too good from Chennai right now.
9-2-1.
Oh, Anjanet, I guess in this format, one of the questions that's always lingering in the back of our mind is pickle play, possible pickle play, timing of the pickle play.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point up it. I think it might be time that we see a pickle play. Potentially maybe Talia Saunders coming in on the right side for Louis Laville. So she can sort of start dropping and initiating that dinking rally that she's well known for, and the reset ability.
Second server.
Time will tell, but Chad Edwards is not looking comfortable in the dugout right now.
2-9-2.
I think we should have Chad once with us to ask him the thought process behind it. It can't be easy making that decision to change a player and first to select the exact time where you think they can have an effect. But something needs to change for Hyderabad here.
There you go. Now that is one of the first backhand flicks that Chennai have given Louis through this whole game. 9-2.
And I think, like you said, Jeanette, just that getting into that dinking rally has given them that opportunity. Oh,
Point, Chennai.
you won't be happy with that.
Yeah, we've got zero energy coming from the Hyderabad Superstars dugout right now. I think, again, as we discussed, both Louis and Katie really work on energy. I'd like to see the team cheering and yelling a little bit more.
Yeah.
2-10-1.
Yeah, let's see if they initiate that pickle play.
It's less than 4 minutes. I was just thinking the same thing. It's less than 4 minutes. Getting in a player now for 8 serves or 8 rallies, that goes out as well. It doesn't look like Chad Edwards is interested in changing anything. He's happy with what he sees right now in terms of Caitlin and Louis.
Ooh. Both take off and hit the net. Second server.
A double foot fault, as Mark Taylor, the head referee, chief referee, calls it.
Side out.
Well in there, but left by Louis. Just not
10-3,
quite
1.
finding the pace right now.
Incidentally, Johnny Goldberg, who's not in your frame
Second
right
serve.
now, has held up his pickle play paddle.
I guess knowing that Namli is going to have to play the men's singles next, he's thinking of
10-3,
perhaps giving
2.
him a little bit of a breather.
Oh, that was beautiful. Ah, good
And
shot.
interesting enough,
Side out
Charlotte,
and
Wes
middle play being
Gabelson,
played
who was
by
in the box
Chennai.
before, said it could be a good strategy for a men's singles player to get a warm-up
coming
before he
out.
comes on
Good
court.
one.
Pickle play being caught. Oh, here he is. Here's my man, Quang Do from Vietnam.
All right. Players ready. Time back in.
Yeah, that's an interesting
3-10-1.
perspective on the pickle play.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a coach. So many thoughts about it. It looks easy from outside looking in, but there's so much to think about.
Yeah, that's certainly true. Here we go now. Tight point. Again, a miss there from
Second
Hyderabad.
serve up.
Yeah, Louis Laville just not
3-10-2.
feeling it right now.
Point. Hyderabad. Four. Sorry, stop the clock. Sorry. Time back in. 4-10-2. Point. Hyderabad.
That's another point for Hyderabad. They've closed the gap to 5, but they have
5-10-2.
just about a minute left in this one. It'll have to be furiously quick if they can even think of tying this. Ooh, wait for it. Oh, almost got it back.
Side out.
I think Katie Hart realises that every point is going to matter for the Hyderabad
5-1.
Superstars right now, especially when we get to that count-back situation for third and fourth. And that is
Point.
not like Louis
Chennai.
Laville at all. He's having an absolute shocker.
11-5-1.
Yeah, it's not been his day. It's not been Katie's day either.
Second server.
And yeah, no changes in this
11-5-2.
one, even though Hyderabad never looked like they were in control.
Side out.
Yeah, they didn't quite get out of the blocks
Yeah.
in this match.
5-11-1.
And Louis is just not seeing the
And
ball
the
right
pickle
now.
play
I think
finished.
Katie Hart's played quite well. But just, yep, they just haven't been able to get into it tonight. And that is the end of the pickle play. And we will see Nam come back
Can we
on
fix the
board
lights,
for
please?
the past 11 seconds.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, time back in.
Probably get
5-11-2.
one service in this. A deep serve from Caitlin. And probably
Side out.
testament to the way this match has gone for
And
the
game.
Hyderabad Superstars. That
Chennai
one
wins
landing out as well
11-5.
on her forehand.
score, one game
As
each.
the Chennai Super Champs take this one and tie the score in this tie. Lee Huang Nam and Carlota Trevino 11-5 against Katie and Louis Lavelle.
All right, that is a head, that is a tail, that is a head, that is a tail. What would you like, Pep? Head. It is a head. Take that side, serve. All right, 2 minutes, gentlemen. Best of luck.
This is what happened in the last match. The mixed doubles won eventually by the Chennai pair. Total serves were more points won on serve, and forcing a few more errors, but also the unforced errors were quite high from Louis Laville and Katie Hart. Which is why it's one match apiece as we head into match number 3. The beast from the east, Lee Huang Nam of Chennai Super Champs. And there's a change in the Hyderabad Superstars. For a change, we are going to see Pep Kanyadel in this particular match.
All right, receiver ready.
Huang Nam, the band of honor holder,
ready.
as is evident from that left
Time in, 0-0.
arm of his. He's at the far court and he's beginning with serve in his orange jersey. Up against him in blue.
Point.
What a shot.
Chennai.
And Devan Sen now giving a little bit of a pickle play break to Arpit. And I've got Charlotte and Jeanette alongside me. Welcome,
1-0.
ladies.
Thank you, Devan.
Point.
It's going to be interesting to see how Pep gets on here with Namli, like you
2-0.
said, wearing his band of honor with pride.
Point. Chennai.
He has got off to an explosive start. Pep trying his best to match him with those ground strokes, but
3-0.
just focus on display. Both with great pedigree in tennis as well, which is quite evident in these early exchanges. But that's an important change of serve. Maybe an opportunity for Pep.
0-3.
You get the impression this is probably the make or break match for Hyderabad in this tie, because a couple of doubles coming up, which has also been a great strength for the Chennai team.
Side out.
Yeah, very strong team in all categories, actually, the Chennai Super Champs. So, yeah, I think this is an important
3-0.
game for Hyderabad's momentum. At least, even if they can't hold the match, they should, you know, get some points on the table to get that, you know, team dugout looking a little bit more
4-0.
motivated.
Namli being the second draft pick for Johnny and the
Point.
Chennai Super, what are they? The Super Champs? Yeah. Interesting to note that
5-0.
the top of the leaderboard
5-0.
has had players that drafted high singles player, and that's an indication of how important singles is for the World Pickleball League.
Point. Chennai.
Massive lead, 6-love already. And we're
6-0.
not even 3 minutes into this match.
Point. Chennai.
Some questions for Coach Chad Edwards. Does he play a pickle play at some stage soon? Because this is running away. And more than anything else, he probably needs to break up this momentum. Just give a little bit of a mental break to Pep.
Yeah, be interesting to see if he picks up that paddle for this match, given that he didn't do it in the last mixed doubles. Or can Pep find some magic?
Point.
No, Namli just too good there.
9-0.
That is an absolute bonkers angle by the Vietnamese superstar.
Side out.
All right, side out. Can Pep Kanyadel convert and get his first
0-9.
points on the board?
Point. Hyderabad.
There you go. You were right, Jeanette. First one on the board. Let's see if you can do it
1-9.
again.
Side out.
Now that's a big miss.
9-1.
As Charlotte observed, a little tense, the Hyderabad dugout. That's why they need that energy to come in. A good performance here will definitely help.
Side out.
That's got them roaring again.
1-9.
Or politely applauding, maybe. More accurate description. Oh, that's a super shot, though.
Point.
This will
Hyderabad.
definitely infuse them with some energy.
I like the baseline grind by Pep Kanyadel.
2-9.
Possibly he's been coming into the net and not having loads of success. I
Side
wonder
out.
if we might change the tactics a little bit.
9-2.
Pep, of course, with that backwards cap. Very, very reminiscent of 90s tennis players in many respects. We have a funny story to share with Charlotte. When Delhi were taking on Hyderabad, I think it was Arpit on commentary, and he mentioned that let's get a shot of the coach. And somebody in the production asked him that, who is the coach? He said the guy with the white beard with the cap. And of course, lo and behold, they went to Chad Edwards. And we had a little bit of a problem telling them apart because both basically have that white beard, both have similar height, and both wear the cap.
Yeah, it's quite interesting observation. But certainly very different personalities.
Point, Chennai.
Chad just looking a little pensive at the moment, probably considering his options in terms of whether he wants to play that pickle play at some stage. He's got Marcelo Jardim, of course, who's played those first 4 matches. Was that in?
Top. View unsided. Ball's out.
Called out.
Ball's out. He's called it out.
Do they challenge it?
He's unsided. I don't know how, but he was unsided. And from where I'm looking, I'm calling the ball out. You want to challenge?
When you're 10-2 up, you probably don't want to waste it right now.
Yeah, unsighted.
All right, so what's happening here is the lines person was unable to clearly see the ball because the player was in the way of his sight line. So he has said he is undecided. And Chennai have decided not to challenge the call. Mark Taylor confirming that the ball was out. Just too good at the non-volley zone.
Too good. What's been, I think, really nice for us this season is to see these really excellently talented Vietnamese players show their skills.
Side out.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic next season, Charlotte, if we can get some female Vietnamese players. So if you're in Vietnam at the moment and an aspiring pro pickleballer, please line up for 2027 draft. We'd love to see the Vietnamese ladies on court.
Point, Hyderabad.
Speaking of which, while we have a little bit of time before halftime, what are the thoughts planning ahead for season 3? Are there thoughts about maybe having multiple venues?
Side out.
Yeah, I think season 3 is going to be interesting. The intention for the league was that eventually each season will move around to the franchise cities. So I think we will see a new venue, possibly a new city for season 3. And that's going to be exciting.
And that's all you're giving away right now?
Yes, Jeanette, I'm not going to get pulled into too much of revelation for season 3, but I think obviously building on this, I think it'll be good for the teams also, building the fan bases as we move to kind of give each city the opportunity to host the league. But coming back to your Vietnamese call out, so we were in conversation with a couple of Vietnamese women actually, and hopefully for season 3 certainly we should see some players in the draft.
Yeah, we have Trang, who's been an absolute superstar for the Delhi Dilwale, so no doubt her journey will also inspire a lot of players from that part of the world. But for the moment, a good game battle on because Pep has just pulled back a little bit, and that's another point for him.
Side out.
Nice, just finding his feet now, and his dugout getting a little bit more excited, which is good to see. Doesn't look like they're going to make any change at this point in time.
And he takes a 5-10 gap into the break. Importantly, wins a point and retains serve ahead of the second half of this match. The men's singles poised in favor of Chennai, though. 10-5 for Huang Nam. Right, Lee Huang Nam has been the pace setter in this match, and this has been a principal reason. Winners all over the court, and especially good when he's been firing and coming forward and just getting those ground strokes going. Wally's
Right,
excluded,
players
of
ready.
course, in those winners.
Time back in.
At the moment,
5-10.
ahead by 10-5. Pep now in blue at the far court and begins with a point.
Hyderabad.
Uncharacteristic miss there from Huang Nam in the near court.
Here we go.
16.
Only 4 to pull back now. Too
Side
good
out.
from Namli there.
10-6.
So, Jeanette, coming from season 1, what's your experience so far of season 2?
Well,
Point,
I would
Chennai.
completely agree with you that the environment from the players and coaches has
11-6.
certainly been a lot more competitive on and off the court. The quality of players, not taking away from season 1, the quality, oh, that is sensational singles ATP
Side out.
by Pep Canudel. And that is, look at this
6-11.
replay. Ooh, Nam can't believe it.
Point. Hyderabad.
All right, that is 7-11 to Canudel. But certainly, yeah, it's been a little bit
7-11.
more competitive, Charlotte, and which is fantastic. Another cracking
Point.
winner.
Hyderabad.
Great to see Pep getting charged up here. Whatever
Yeah,
the
really.
halftime talk was from Coach Chad has definitely
Thank you.
turned on some magic. And Mayur, they're extremely
Stop the clock.
excited, which is great to see.
Got to move quick, please. Thank you.
It's pretty much on a knife
All right.
edge. More than 6 minutes left. Just a
Time in.
3-point gap to
8-11.
overcome. You know that Huang Nam won't go away as an opponent, which is why it's important you keep
Time
reeling
out.
off those points. That has just gone wide, just flicked wide. Was ever so close there.
11-8.
Yeah, tough. Can't afford those unforced errors at this point, I think. Oh, nice.
Side out.
Well played. Pep really charged up here, not wanting to waste any time, given
8-11.
the format that we have.
Side out.
The thing for me right now is, can Pep Canudel, can he sustain this momentum? We've still got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. We all know that Nam can sustain the intention and the motivation, but has Pep got it in his step? Boom, boom. Did anyone get that?
8-11.
Absolutely.
I think Jeanette's cracking the good jokes here tonight.
Charlotte, I keep telling Jeanette she doesn't believe me when I say it. She's much funnier than she thinks she is.
Yeah, she's got the good Aussie sense of humour.
11-8.
Yeah, I think, like you said, Jeanette, it's important that he doesn't get carried away with the speed that he wants to play at, so that he doesn't kind of overhype himself up
Point.
in that
Chennai.
sense.
Yeah, and this, you get the impression the next minute and a half will be quite critical. A 4-point lead,
12-8.
serve still with Huang Nam. He's got that canny experience about him. He knows how to close out matches. He's shown that repeatedly this season.
Point.
No, I'd
Chennai.
like to see Pep hang out on that baseline a little bit more and grind it out. I feel that he's had success at the baseline, and that was the big change up at half-time.
13-8.
Or at least be a little bit more selective when rushing forward. This time it's a much better approach shot, but what a response that is from Huang Nam. Oh, not for nothing is he the beast from the east.
14-8.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeanette. I think holding back there on the baseline may do Pep well. Let's see if he can. Oh, lovely. Proving us wrong there.
Only 6 points in it. If he can somehow crawl back, now having one serve. A little over 3.5 minutes left. That'll be a point. That's a good start.
You can just see Nam saying to himself, calm down, calm down. He knows this
9-14.
is not his first rodeo. He's played many singles match in this time format. I'm sure he can just pull it together.
10-14.
10-14, only a 4-point ball game. Ooh.
Side out.
Yeah, critical that he made that particular ball, because now Huang Nam has served with a 4-point cushion.
Pep. 14-10.
Oh, that is superb. Why not come to the kitchen when you can do that?
Yep, wonderful drop shot there by Pep, catching Namli wrong-footed.
10-14. Side out.
Yeah, just 4 points in it there, but now, again, losing that serve.
Charlotte Janet,
14-10.
is there agreement? Is that the most satisfying feeling in the world? A drop shot, just completely foxing your opponent?
Point, Chennai.
Yeah, I think nothing much beats that.
I'm a bit of a cross-court angle queen, to be honest. I don't mind an angle, but yeah, drop shot feels pretty good as well.
Well, important point that tried another drop, but that went straight into the net. Another one which just catches the tape and knocks back in. So a little bit of hard luck over the last couple of points for Pep, and that you fear
Point,
might
Chennai.
just do it for Chennai.
16-10.
Now 6 points ahead and a little over a minute and a half left.
Point, Chennai.
Yeah, I think running away from Pep now.
17-10. Side out.
In all fairness, though, this is a great run for Pep Canyadel, and it's a great mix-up for Chad
17.
here, Chad Edwards. Seeing that Pep can mess up the big guns in Namli here. So moving forward towards the semi-finals,
17-10.
if the Hyderabad superstars do get in, they know that this lineup of Pep Canyadel in singles
Side
is
out.
a great choice.
Yeah, coach Chad Edwards has made a few changes today. He got Louis
10-17.
Lavelle into the mixed doubles. He's got Marcelo Jardim playing the men's doubles alongside Mayur Patil. So some
Side
shuffling of the personnel. But the women's doubles, of course, will feature his number one
17-10.
choice, Katie Hart and Sion Mendes. And they'll be taking on Domenica Turkovic and Carlota Trevino. That should be an epic encounter as well, which is coming up shortly. At the moment, it does look like Huang Nam will carry on with his winning ways in season 2.
Point.
That just sums up the last 3 or 4 minutes, doesn't it? Trying a lot of great things, but just not coming off.
Yeah, just not making those last points, Pep. I think too many unforced errors here for him to come back from this now with only 10 seconds left on the clock.
Point, Chennai.
Yeah, Chennai Super Champs are soon going to register successive match wins in this tie, bouncing back from that defeat in the women's singles, which itself was a fairly close affair. Oh, yet again, well tried, but not able to pull it off for Pep Canyadel. It's a 10-point victory in the end for Lee Huang Nam, who carries on holding to the Band of Honor with a dominant performance in the men's singles. 20-10 for Chennai Super Champs, who now go up 2 matches to 1 in this particular tie.
Let's go, ladies. Best luck. You could have stayed there. Oh, Charlie. Lovely. Thanks, Ian. All right. There's the head, tail, call. Tail. It is a tail.
That is, yeah.
And receive. 2 minutes, ladies. Best of luck.
Welcome back. We are now ready for the doubles match. Dominika Turkovic and Carlota Trevino against Caitlin Hart and Sion Mendes. We had quite a sensational performance from Lee Huang Nam in the men's singles. There is some clarification that Mark is seeking from the Chennai team.
Well, I was just about to say, Domi and Charlie, Katie and Sione, what sort of battle is this going to be? This is going to be huge, and it is so important for the Hyderabad Superstars right now to come out with a win. Katie Hart, she played well in the mixed doubles, even though they went down in the end. I think she did a solid right-hand side.
Yeah.
I think she did a job well. So she shouldn't come away with any ill feeling about that. Mark Taylor, Johnny Goldberg on screen right now. Looks like we're about to kick off for the women's dubs. My favourite discipline in pickleball. We can expect some serious fire between all four of these women. None of them like to dink very well. They all like to initiate the speed up.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, receiver ready.
And I was
Server
just
ready.
thinking,
Best
in
one,
terms of
time in, 002.
a task, it isn't harder than having Dominika and Carlota in front of you, who
Point, Hyderabad.
beat Katrina and Brooke Revuelta in their last tie.
102.
The team that looks so good today in the first tie of today, that's the team that Domi
Side out.
and Charlie overcame. So it's not going to be easy, but if anyone can, Janet,
011.
C1 and Katie can.
Yeah, absolutely. It is going to be a massive task for the Hyderabad Superstar ladies.
Second server.
All right, unfortunately,
0-1-2.
that ball just going long for the Chennai ladies. Big drive by Domi.
Side out.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some powerful shots in this one. I know you like your dink battles,
1-0-1.
Jeanette. We might get some if we're lucky, but watch out for how fast the ball might go across the net. For now, I think Jeanette's wish coming true.
That is an absolute sensational dink by Domi there. Behind the back flip of
1-0-2.
Sione Mendes. That'd be the spot I'd be wanting to target for most of the match.
Well, didn't take time for the sped up shots to be on display for
0-1-1.
us. Well left.
Second server.
I think all four ladies on court up it. I think they're just sort of
0-1-2.
settling in at the moment. We've had a few unforced errors by both sides. I think all four ladies just working out who's on fire and what sort of shots they're going to play.
That's a wild one
Side out.
from Domi there.
Yeah, I think the Hyderabad Superstars, they're going to have
1-0-1.
success by going into the middle between Domi and Charlie.
I think that was a bit of a gift from
Sensational.
Point.
Domi
Hyderabad.
had it. I think she herself
2-0-1.
was disappointed that she couldn't put it away, and then it was Sion Mendes. Oh,
Sensational
Second server.
defense there by Charlie. Absolutely amazing resets.
2-0-2. Side out.
Domi doesn't
0,
seem
2, 1.
to be afraid to dink it over to the backhand of Sion. Go again. Oh! Oh! Still in.
What amazing defence. Oh, Turkovic and Triino. Let's call them the double T. T&T. Amazing defence there. They deserve
1,
that
2,
point.
1.
That was brilliant. Just made Sion and Katie play another shot after they thought they had hit winners. Incredible defense. And then eventually one shot too many for the Hyderabad Superstars.
Nice spot, Katie Hart. Noticing that Charlie was on the move back.
1, 2,
Able
2.
to get her a chicken wing.
A chicken wing? I like it.
Means you get caught up. And you imagine what a chicken wing looks like, Charlotte? You get caught.
Point.
I got it, I got it.
Chennai.
I like it. Are these the great nuances you're learning from Jeanette in the
2,
commentary
2, 2.
box outfit?
Yes, and what to order for food.
Making you feel hungry. I think this Hyderabad pair know that they have to nail this match. Ooh,
Point,
got
Chennai.
tucked up there too.
And it's great to
3,
see
2,
Chennai
2.
bring the intensity. They've already qualified. They are unbeaten. You know, sometimes you get into that situation where you feel it's okay to take the foot off the gas, but it's not look like it from the Chennai team.
No, and also Arpit, the team want to secure their positions within the team. So, you know, they're certainly
1.
not going to take their foot off the gas because both these ladies, they want to be on centre court here in the Geo World Stadium for the finals, showcasing exactly to the world their abilities.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not just always about
Point.
the match
Hyderabad.
or the fact that you've already qualified. Like you said, I think just stamping their foot and their
3,
presence
3, 1.
here.
And also, too, Charlotte, it really goes down to, here I go again, sorry to throw you, Season 3 2027, asserting their authority and their
Second
place
server.
within the Chennai team, perhaps looking
3, 3,
for
2.
a
Retainment?
retainment. Yeah.
Correct. Very true.
Point. Hyderabad.
Would have probably preferred a second less on that.
4, 3, 2.
Thought about it a little more than she would have wanted to.
And the Hyderabad Superstars, they're taking the lead right now. Even though momentum seems to be with Chennai, Hyderabad taking the lead 4-3.
Side out.
Side out. Important points
Yep.
here now for Chennai to get back into this game.
3, 4, 1.
I was
Point.
just
Chennai.
going to say, I wonder if Domi will get into the dink battle on the backhand of Sion. And she literally did
4, 4, 1.
exactly that.
Yeah, Domi and Charlie, they're really, really smart players, able to, again,
Point,
able to
Chennai.
identify the issues with the Hyderabad Superstars right now and playing
5, 4, 1.
to that disadvantage.
That's the third time Sion has been unable to return it off the backhand from that exact spot. But if you give it to her like that,
Second
it's
server
coming
and
back with some
half-time.
interest.
Yeah,
Score
not
is
today,
5-4-2.
Sione Mendes says she eats that up for
Colorado to
breakfast.
serve.
And there we have half-time.
Well, it's halftime in favor of the Chennai Super Champs. 5-4. They lead in this one and they lead in the tie as well. Welcome back.
Players ready?
Chennai leading
Time
in the
back
tie,
in.
like I said
5-4-2.
before halftime, and leading in this match as well. Hyderabad superstars have kept it mighty close so far. But Sean and Katie, if they need to take a giant step towards qualification for the semi-finals, would prefer to turn it around right now.
Point.
That lands
Chennai.
out. Ball by linesmen who have been put under a little pressure today from the
6-4-2.
players and the coaches.
Oh, too good. Linesman, it is a unique part of pickleball here in World Pickleball League. We have the linesmen all in place, and yes, you're right, they're under an extreme amount of pressure, but I think it really does work in this format.
Ooh. Yeah, it's been interesting to see the players reacting also to the linesmen, because they're not used to having linesmen call the lines for them. In pickleball, obviously, generally, everyone's used to calling their own lines. But I think I also think it's an added value. In that sense, there's been a lot of controversy in pickleball lately over line calls and players calling their own lines, and I think the clarity of having somebody do that, and of course with the DRS also, if you feel that it's not gone your way, again, adds that just something a little different that the World Pickleball League gives to pickleball.
Listen, I'm all for linesmen. Please lend them to me for my weekend games as well, because when there's nothing riding on games, we have fights that last for about 7 or 8 minutes about one call, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, I think initially the players, Charlotte, took a little while to get used to the linesman, but seemingly now everyone has completely settled in and loving it, as you said.
Yeah, it takes some time for that adjustment. And I think when the players first come into the season, they've got quite a few adjustments to make. They're coming to India, probably some of them for the first time. On top of that, they're coming into a format which they're not used to playing, and it's kind of giving them that pressure cooker feeling. And then on top of that, they've got people calling lines for them, which is another unusual thing for them. So I think the players do very well in that sense, settling into lots of different challenges and different ways of being on the court.
Yeah, and let's talk about the crowds too. You know, Indian crowds are absolutely phenomenal. They are so into their pickleball, and having the crowds cheering and things like that is certainly very different.
Yeah, certainly. And I think that's one thing that we've also encouraged the players to understand, that it's creating that atmosphere in the sort of stands is what we want, just to give it that little bit of exciting edge. And the players also, I think, feed off of that energy. Some of them find it a little bit difficult. Some of them feel the distraction, but I think they're also settling into the crowds and the noise and the drums, and it just gives it that extra different energy.
Second server.
Let's just enjoy that before I add my little bit to that. A great backhand from Domi. Charlotte, everyone we've spoken to in terms of the players have loved it. They've said it's one of the most professionally executed leagues that they've played in. So obviously they've loved the changes that they're seeing over here. And yes, a couple of those players were surprised by how vocal and how loud the crowds can be in a pickleball match. Safe to say most of them are enjoying them. When they're trailing, sometimes they don't like the noise, but otherwise they've enjoyed it for most parts of it.
Yeah, I think if the match is going your way, then the noise is great. Sometimes if you're not going quite the way you wanted it to, it can be a different problem.
And if we have any doubts, we can always ask Brandon Lane. Brandon Lane has absolutely loved the audiences here, and the audiences have loved him back. He puts on a show on court, and then once he's done with the match as well, and the audiences love it.
Yeah, and I think we saw that from him in season 1 too, and he really fed off of that energy and brings his own energy back to it, and that's a wonderful thing to see. Lovely there from Domi.
Domi, the dominating in the middle, threading the players. Unbelievable.
We've have just had Debayan jump in here and say, let's look out for a tie here. And that would be exciting. Adds to the drama.
Point, Hyderabad.
Yep, there we go. Hyderabad getting the
7-6-2.
point there. Oh, lovely. There we go. Katie Hart at her best.
Katie Hart. I'm not going to stay out of this.
8-6-2.
Oh.
Point, Hyderabad.
Yeah, I'm
9-6-2.
quite surprised at this result. I was thinking that the Chennai women would have this doubles match. Oh, there you go.
Side out.
Now this is such a big side out right now for Chennai.
6-9-1.
Can they get it with 1 minute and 25 seconds on the board?
Point, Chennai. 7-9-1.
That time of the match when Pace is just running back to get the serves in.
Point,
1 point
Chennai.
in it. 8-9 with Chennai serving.
8-9-1.
Oh,
Second serve.
There we go.
that was a point
20
where it
seconds
was
left on the clock.
so hard to breathe. Can they? Will they? Oh my word!
It's in! Can you believe it's in?
Oh, she's going for a one. She's going for another one.
9-9-1. 2. Hold.
Oh, Mark
Mike,
Taylor calls
I'll
time
recall
on
it.
that
You're
one.
going to play the point.
Or does he? Oh my.
9-9-2.
They're going to play a point. I thought he called time on that one. This is crazy. Can they? Can they? And oh, from the jaws of defeat, Chennai Super Champs have pulled out a victory. Right at the final second, they got a service, and boy, did they make the most of it. Dominica and Carlota with a last gasp victory in this one that dooms Hyderabad Superstars in this tie, but there's still a men's doubles to come our way.
Best luck. Best luck. Down. Come on. Right. That is a head. That is a tail. That is a head. That is a tail. Head is the call. It is a head. Take that side. Receive. 2 minutes, gentlemen. Best of luck.
Well, going into this tie, there was only one team which had never played a tiebreaker before, and guess what? That's what's happened again, because that was so close between Domenica and Trevino. Total points 110-9, and pretty much with the last second, but numbers very identical. That tells you how close that was. And more forced errors, but more unforced errors made by the team from Hyderabad, Mendez and Hart. Chennai Super Champs now with the men's doubles. Quando and Tanner Tomasi, and they're taking on Marcelo Jardim, who's making his men's doubles debut alongside Mayur Patil for the Hyderabad Superstars. Here at the Geo World Garden, and Chennai Super Champs are feeling pretty good about life at the moment. Charlotte and Jeanette, and why shouldn't they? The only team which is unbeaten thus far.
I think, yeah, Chennai are very happy. Obviously, that's a very tough loss for the Hyderabad Superstars, and we can see that. We can see that now with Chad and his team looking a little bit despondent. Tough one to swallow, I think. But let's see now. These boys should come out for the doubles.
Yeah, it's great to see Marcelo Jardim playing in the men's dubs exactly where he belongs. A phenomenal right side men's doubles player, playing with the local Mayur Patil. Love watching Mayur play. Oh, there you go. And just fantastic start for the Hyderabad Superstars. There's Chad Edwards, Coach Chad Edwards. Tough gig for Chad at the moment, but he's here to support his men's dubs team.
And of course, what will make his life easier is the fact that in today's first tie, Bengaluru Jawans did prevail over Rajasthan Titans. So in terms of positioning, I don't think a defeat here in this tie will affect Hyderabad Superstars as such, but it will put a lot of pressure on them going into their last tie.
Yep, and I think this is where the matches won is still important. So Hyderabad pair here really need to get focused after that loss and see if they can pull this one back for their team.
And that was a signature Quando backhand flick. What is known famous for on display here in the Geo World Centre.
Point, Chennai.
Charlotte Kwon is my pickle crush. I love watching him play. It's phenomenal. I've seen him play quite a fair bit around the world, and yeah, always love watching him play.
Great. I'm glad that you have your crush with us tonight. But yeah, phenomenal player.
2-2-1.
And I think we're very excited to have him as part of the league this year.
He's got great character about his face, doesn't he, Charlotte? I could see him in a film, maybe.
Yeah, that would be fun. Need a pickleball movie now.
Point, Chennai.
That was an absolute sensational lob that set up that whole point for Chennai. Tanner Tomasi, perfect lob, perfect placement.
Point, Chennai.
Yeah, Chennai just building up a little bit of a lead. It was actually the Hyderabad duo which started with the scoring, but since then Chennai have just closed that gap and now built a gap of their own. Charlotte, with you in the commentary box, a segue into films is natural.
Thank you, Debayan. Yes.
Just to give some perspective to Jeanette, she wasn't here yesterday in the commentary box. So Arpit and I did a good job as Indian hosts. We recommended some movies to Sion Mendes. And the one which we both recommended in great detail was Lagan. Of course, I warned her about the duration of the film as well.
5-2-1.
But that's the film which brought you into India, didn't it?
Correct, Debayan. I came to India in 2000, actually, as part of the Lagan film shoot. My brother was one of the lead cricket actors in Lagan. And at that time, I came not necessarily thinking I would stay for so long, but yeah, 25 years later, and here I am. And very happy that now I can call India my home.
And your brother's played a bit of first-class cricket, hasn't he, for Warwickshire, is it?
He used to play for Gloucester, actually, during that time. So yeah, he was a first-class cricketer in those days.
Another great lob by the Chennai team.
Yeah, fantastic rally going on here. A little bit longer than 60 seconds.
Tiana Tamazi, take a bow. That was a sensational pass.
7-2-1.
At the moment, life is rosy for Johnny Goldberg because he's just got so much of great depth in his squad. So many class female players, male players. There's just too much depth in that team, isn't it?
Yeah, he's like the Cheshire Cat who's got the cream right now. Grinning from ear to ear. Ooh. Missed there by Mayur. Hyderabad team a little bit down in the dumps here. They need to get behind these players. Ooh.
Point, Chennai.
Straight for the body bag there on Jardim.
Perhaps Kondo is not Marcella Jardin's pickle boy crush.
Well, one thing about Marcelo, he seems to be pretty much the male variation of Mihek Kwan. He's up for anything for his team. Perfect team person, always got a smile on his face.
Yeah, I think Marcelo is a great team player in that sense.
2-9-1.
Won't shy away from anything. And comes with a, huge amount of experience for these young players also in the team. And I think probably quite often can help settle their nerves.
Sensational. Maya Patel reading that lob like a book in the library, all over at that time.
Marcelo.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Chennai Super Champs were not missing a trick in that rally, but then Hyderabad pulled off. Great finish.
Yeah, one difference, one advantage which the Hyderabad pair have is a height. If you look at the two of them, much taller than their opponents. So that's something that they can use to their advantage with some of those rallies. But that's just great hands from Tanner.
Yeah, I think the Hyderabad gentlemen are going to find it very hard to compete with the hands of Tanner Tamazi and Kongdo. Two of the fastest hands, male hands, that we have in this league. Both Tanner and Kong sit very heavy on that backhand, waiting for that flick. There it is there. There's Tanner's. They complement each other superbly. Lobs in. Oh, fantastic put away by Jardim.
I think there we were taking advantage of the lesser height there with the lob from Hyderabad, and Jardim finished that off nicely.
We have Amin Haji there on the left, who's of course the better half of Charlotte. And I must share with you what I ribbed him a couple of, what feels like a couple of days ago, but I'm sure it was 5 or 6 days. I told him that you deserve a Lifetime Achievement Award for your acting in Lagan, because not many know that he was Baga in Lagan. And that is a deaf-mute character, Jeanette. And you wouldn't believe that because he talks all the time otherwise.
Yeah, that's a standing joke amongst all of our friends.
Irony, right? How's that for irony?
I like the way you described him as my better half, Debayan.
Oops, rookie mistake, I suppose.
Second server and half-time. Score is 9-4-2, Tanner to serve.
No, I think, yeah.
Just a 5-point advantage for the Chennai Super Champs. We'll be back with the second half not long from now.
All right.
Right, can the
Right,
Hyderabad
ready?
superstars lift themselves
Time in.
up for one
9-4-2.
final push? 5 points behind at the moment with its Chennai Super Champs in the near court. Setting things off with serve and losing that first point. Giving service over to the Hyderabad pair.
Yep,
4-9-1.
I think they can still pull back from this. Seem pretty charged coming out of the half-time break there.
Second
Can't afford
server.
misses like that.
4-9-2.
Mayu now to serve.
That's just
Side out.
sensational hands.
Yep, great hand speed there. Just Kwando finishing it
9-4-1.
off. Too good.
Second server.
A little lucky to get that point. Just a straight
9-4-2.
paddle from Kwando, which catches that ball.
Side out.
Going back to the movies, Debayan. So
4-9-1.
was Lagan a movie that you enjoyed back in the day?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. I did make a joke about the duration. I said that I grew
Point.
up from a child to an
Hyderabad.
adult when I was watching it. But yeah, honestly, it was quite
5-9-1.
I love my cricket. I've played a fair bit of it as well. So, of course, I loved it.
Nice. I think the advantage we have these days is that we
Second
can
server.
watch it on a streaming platform and keep pausing
5-9-2.
when we need that cup of tea break.
How long was this movie, may I ask?
3.5 hours.
Okay.
Although the gentleman close to us, the official, he mentioned
Side out.
he reckons it's closer to 4 hours. But yeah, that's not a warning. It's actually a
9-5-1.
motivation to watch it, enjoy it for longer. Tell you what, Sion has promised that she'll watch it. I'm sure Jeanette too will log in and check it out.
Perhaps an epic movie, it sounds like, similar to the epic battle that we have going on. And another lob, and he's got it!
Second server.
I'll take this opportunity to actually flex one
9-5-2.
very indirect involvement I had in a Hindi movie. If you've seen this film called Do Duni Char, it's got Rishi Kapoor and Neetu Singh, and this was pretty much their comeback as a pair. So there's a very central plot twist which involves football commentary. So the production house actually used a lot of my football commentary. So make sure you watch it and you'll remember
Side
to
out.
recognize the voice.
Showing your age there, Debayan.
5-9-1.
Big side out now for the Hyderabad Superstars. Can they get some points on the board?
But I think that given that Bollywood does have some epic sports movies, it could be time soon for someone to come up with a good pickable script. Maybe we need to get Amin on that job.
Yeah, absolutely, and plenty of owners and investors who also have a Bollywood connection. So definitely on, but that's a great
Second server.
quick smash, quick hands from Kwando. It was a critical point. It still is service with
5-9-2.
Hyderabad.
So good, Tanner Tamazi. Unbelievable ability to read that ball.
Yeah, I think Chennai definitely in the driving seat here for this
9-5-1.
match also. Yep, just 3 minutes on the clock now,
Second server.
leading 9-5.
9-5-2.
I will say this, Charlotte. If there is a movie on pickleball, I hope one of the characters is called Picklu, because he's been one of the characters of this World Pickleball League.
Side out.
The mascot from Pune, and he's just made such an
5-9-1.
impression. Sion yesterday was hoping that, come on, let's Hyderabad also have a mascot next season.
Yeah, I think the mascots are great. I think it's great to see Pune United starting the trend.
Second server.
Maybe Mumbai need a mascot with some cheetah hair, given Brandon is bringing in his
We've got a
trademark.
challenge.
And he's ready for a movie too, is what he mentioned to me
Challenge on the
yesterday.
far sideline. The ball has been called in.
Well, in the meantime, there's been a challenge.
Hyderabad are challenging the call.
It looked a little wide live, but of course not the best position. We are side on from where we are watching.
Wes Gabrielson, Charlotte, was enjoying the heartbeat up here in the comms box. He said it certainly had a different impact to him feeling the heartbeat up here in the comms as opposed to feeling the heartbeat down in the dugout as a coach of the Dilly Diwali team.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, and it's dot on the line there.
No, I see. All right. Hyderabad, one challenge remaining.
Yeah,
Players
he's
ready?
not too worried.
Time back in. 5.92.
The result doesn't seem to be rolling their way, but one thing I've enjoyed since the break, Marcelo and his energy. He's come out all guns blazing, all paddles blazing in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And certainly not giving up Marcelo. They're only 4 points away with just under 2 minutes. This is absolutely achievable for the superstars right now.
Oh,
Not,
again.
not today, Tanner Tomazi says.
Tanner on fire right now. Great to see him bringing
9-5-1.
this energy, and wonderful to see his hand speed.
Just brings so much of calm. He's perhaps one of the most consistent members of this Chennai squad and explains why they've been top of the table. Every time they've been even in the slightest of trouble, he's just bailed them out with some very consistent performances. Of course,
Second server.
that's the commentator's curse, the classic old.
9.52.
Yep, Hyderabad can still pull this back, like Jeanette said, although now with under a minute left, could prove difficult. But
Side out.
that's in, and Hyderabad have the serve now.
Yeah, with 40
5-9-1.
seconds left on the clock, Hyderabad, they need to play fast and hard. No dink rallies, and that's exactly
server.
what Mayer needs to do right now. He's got to give it his all to get some
Stop the
points.
clock.
But again, I think it's impossible now for the superstars.
Yeah, Chennai's dominance in numbers,
Time back in,
ladies, they have, of
5-9-2.
course, won their 4 ties, but only in one did they drop 2 matches. So that's an exceptional record. Of course, in their last
Side
match,
out.
they also had a tied match, but apart from that, just the one match which went to 9-6. So that tells you
9-5-1.
about the quality and depth of this side. And as we've mentioned a few times, depth in both categories, men's and women's.
Point, Chennai.
Yep, Chennai definitely dominating the World Pickleball League right now.
10.51.
And 5 less seconds left on the clock.
Point, Chennai.
That
And
will do
game.
just
Chennai
fine.
win
11-5 in the end for the men's doubles duo. And one thought the window of opportunity had opened up in that women's doubles, but since then they've just closed it shut and won this quite comfortably in the end. The men's doubles goes 11-5 in favor of Kwando and Tanner Tomasi, that high-quality doubles pair from Chennai Super Champs. Coach Goldberg will be quite pleased with the way that things have turned out. Of course, the first match was expected to be a tough one, and that's how it proved with Sion Mendes running out the winner in that particular match. But since then, it's been all Chennai.
Yep, a disappointing night for the Hyderabad Superstars, and Chennai march forward.
Yeah, just a quick confirmation of what's unfolded here. 4 matches to 1 in favor of Chennai Super Champs, who continue with their winning run in World Pickleball League Season 2.
Welcome back. Going into this tie, Chennai Super Champs were undefeated. And after beating the Hyderabad Superstars, it seems that they are not eager to relinquish either the position on top of the table or the word undefeated. We have their coach, Johnny Goldberg, who will be helping us out with the presentation. And the award that we are presenting is for the player of the tie. And once again, for the Chennai Super Champs, it is Lee Huang Nam. I think we should make you a house here because you keep coming back, don't you?
No, I think everyone in my team is playing very good today. It's not only me, so everyone played very good. And yeah, we got a win. It's very happy. Keep going like this.
Now, Nam, you've mentioned that this is the first time you're playing in a team like this. So just tell us about that experience for you personally and how it's been with Johnny and your team.
Yeah, this is my first time to play as a team, and I got very lucky to be in Chennai team with all my everyone. My team is very like support, friendly, and yeah, they help me a lot outside of the court. Every time I tired, they cheer for me. Yeah, a lot of energy, especially my coach.
Do you get tired? Because we've not seen you get tired. But one final question to you. Are you going to treat yourself to some spicy food tonight?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Every day spicy curry. Yeah.
All right, well, fantastic. You deserve it, especially after multiple Player of the Tie awards. That's about the presentation from us. It's back to you, Devayan.
Yeah, thank you, Arpit. Just to remind you of what's happened in this particular fixture, Chennai Super Champs getting off to a not so great start in the women's singles, but then bouncing back. Mixed doubles, Huang Nam featuring. Then men's singles, Huang Nam featuring again. And the women's doubles, what a match that was. 10-9, possibly one of the best matches of Season 2 yet. And then a fairly comprehensive victory for Kwando and Tana Tomasi in the men's doubles. So today's two ties. Well, the first one went right down to the wire. It was 3-2, but it was decided via tiebreaker. Had Rajasthan Titans pulled that off, then this could have definitely meant a lot of chaos on the points table. But as things stand, Bengaluru Jawans are sitting quite pretty as a result of that result. And Chennai Super Champs have continued with the winning run. Yet another 4-1 result for them, which is just underscoring their dominance in the points table. Where Chennai are top of the table at 55 points and 5 ties won. Delhi at 4 ties won. Bengaluru almost there. 3 ties won, 5 played. Hyderabad 2 ties won, 5 played. Rajasthan, Mumbai and Pune are in the chasing pack. But a couple of those teams will be in action tomorrow, and there could be lots and lots of chaos if the results go the way we think they could. Because Hyderabad Superstars virtually in a must-win against Bengaluru Jawans. That starts at 6 p.m. And then, look at that, the Maharashtra derby. Pune United against Mumbai Pickleball. The winner stays alive. The loser, unfortunately, may not have any further prospects of making the semi-finals. Make sure that you join us for the next day, day 10 of